Ace, my man.
Solid chick.
Solid, right on.
Solid. Is Solid still out there? Is that faded out?
Do me a solid?
Yeah.
Like a favor?
Right.
Yeah, I think so. I'll say that every now and then.
Do me a solid?
Do me a solid, I'll say to my garage door guy. Do me a solid.
3 weeks ago, I was just grateful to have a solid bottle.
Oh, so here we go.
Yeah.
A little bit of an incident. Apparently, went to a New Mexican place.
You know, Big Poppy might have some trouble with the bowel movement here.
I got a great idea for a costume for next Halloween.
Oh, jeez.
I've got a really cool idea. Just hear me out on this.
All right.
Okay, Kristi, put on a fat suit. And then
Yes.
put on papal garb, right?
You can't do that.
And then just follow me here.
If you say...
And then you put a Boston Red Sox logo on one of those big high Pope helmets things.
We know what he's
the
going to
mitre,
say.
and of course your big
Going
Popey.
as Big Popey. Yeah.
Big Popey.
Carry a
Good luck
bat
with
with
that.
you. Thought that'd be a little amusing. Kind of a merging of two cultures, the baseball culture and that of the Vatican. Apparently, I don't think you'd see anybody else doing Big Popey.
No.
He's resting comfortably.
Both have been shot.
True. Well, not this particular Pope.
Right, but you're not
Yeah.
saying Pope Francis. You're saying Pope.
Oh, I
Any
see.
Pope.
Yeah.
Any Popey. Got it.
Any Pope in a storm, you know what they say.
All right, exactly.
Yeah, something I bet no one's ever said that.
Probably never.
Not even an Italian.
I don't know why I said
I don't think anybody's ever walked into the Vatican, looked at the pontiff, and said, "Hey, any pope in a storm, got to give me some advice."
You think the backup Pope now, who's living in an apartment, right, in the Vatican?
Yeah.
He's the retired pope.
The retired
retired.
Pope? Do you think he catches some of the extra some afternoon? Hey, can you help me out? I have to, I'm backed up here with confession.
Oh,
Can you come
I
over
see
and
what
help
you're
me out?
saying. Extra
That's a very good
business.
question. Didn't he actually?
You can see his apartment from the museum.
After saying he wasn't going to weigh in on anything, didn't he weigh in on something a few months
he
ago?
did,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be irritating. I mean, at least in the United States, for the most part, as a general rule, previous presidents kind of lay low for a while.
I think that's over.
You think those days
Yeah.
are gone? When the rod of respect. Okay, just respect for
Seen
the
a lot of
office.
Carter lately, but he's been sick. Seen a lot of Obama.
Let me ask you this: is Carter the longest
he's the
living ever post-president?
Like 94 in so many days now. Yeah. He just
Famous, I think it's fair to say, one of the great former presidents.
Who, Carter?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a much better former president.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get into that, but I mean, yeah, he's a great man. I mean, he's a great former president, does all kinds of great things for people. So
Can you imagine what they could have done with Jimmy Carter and the peanut theme and today's meme world?
Oh, God.
Man, him with and them big old teeth and
Yeah.
Mr. Peanut.
I'm glad we missed that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I could go without memes for the rest of my life. Now, we have a lot to get to here. A great guest coming up this morning, of course. We have comedian Brent Terhune, comedian Allie Breen. And by the way, coming up the next couple days, Al Jackson will be our guest host.
Oh, boy.
Also, Pat Godwin will be working his way in here.
You think?
Oh, has he got his voice back?
I thought he was on death's door.
Yeah, I thought he
or
was-
on death's porch or in death's front yard. Or
He seems to have recovered from. He's taking some steroids apparently for his laryngitis, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Really?
So he'll come in here all pumped up.
I've got laryngitis too. I just don't
I
feel up to stuff.
I had to take those. It's they're awful. To take like 8 of them the first hour and then it descends.
I never ever feel better than when I'm on a pail
Really?
of steroids.
Okay, now-
Oh man,
Speaking of pails, coming up, the world's largest.
elephant.
Nope. It's a secret.
All right.
Look back now.
Doorstop.
Josh, you've got to be really excited tonight.
Very.
Game 7 of the NHL. Play.
Yeah, go baby.
That's right. St. Louis at Boston for Game 7. My goodness, the first Game 7 ever in Boston.
Someone should go as Big Popey and bless the.
They had a news story in one of the news places.
Yeah.
They were giving a lady, a St. Louis Blues fan, Game 7 tickets. They surprised her, and I thought, wouldn't that be a nice surprise today, if we gave Josh tickets to go to Boston and see his Blues?
And you've decided to sell your car in order to raise the
I
funds.
just thought it might be nice for the show to send him and see if this lady was crying. She had a Blues hat on. She was very excited. Game 7. St. Louis Blues have never won the Stanley Cup.
You're missing the logic.
Huh?
The logic is when Josh goes, it's bad luck.
Well,
That does seem to be the case.
Well, I think his brothers are more bad luck.
Really?
I think Josh and my favorite brother, Joey Wednesday,
Yeah.
should go. That's what
It's like the old saying, no tongue on show day. No Josh on finals day.
It's very specific.
Okay, we have some nice pictures of Josh and his brothers at Game 6 of the NHL playoffs with your beard all dyed blue. It's very cool.
Speaking of newscasts, my brother John really ruined one that night. Somebody after the game, there was a woman standing pretty isolated.
Is he the
in
troublemaker?
front of a camera?
Oh, doing a live TV
And he,
shot?
I go, hey, John,
stand-up?
check that out. And he,
No.
You put him up to it.
all I said was check that out, knowing what he would do.
And
he ran over, got by. Yeah! And I didn't think it was a live shot,
In
but
the blues.
apparently it was because she had to work with. She was like, "Oh, and here's an excited fan."
In a blue sweater, yeah.
Yeah, and then the crazy blue beard, and
Well, that's what they're there for. It's not like they're doing, well, here at the scene of the
You know
murder.
what you're doing? You're like a heckler at a comedy club. I'm helping the show.
yeah, no one else was
That's
around.
what I'm doing.
It looked like she had chosen that spot because there was no one there.
Of course,
But
yeah.
but what's the point?
She wants my opinion.
What's the point of being at a remote location if all you, I mean,
Yeah, if you're not going to get that live
you ever sit
feel.
there, turn the sound off, and you watch, oh, well, here's another shot of police tape and flashing lights. Another shot of police tape and flashing lights. Oh, here's another shot of police tape and flash. Oh, wait, no, here's a close-up on police tape. They're kind of hard-pressed to get any good shots. So this, instead of just being in front of some random downtown building, there she is. Oh, there's a crazed, drunk fan. Please don't get too close to the microphone and
with
shout
a-
something obscene.
With a blue beard and
Yeah, he did not shout anything obscene, so that was good.
crazy look in his eye.
That's all you can ask at that
A few
point.
years ago during a national telecast, someone from our staff
Oh, I know who you're talking
pulled a
about.
little stunt during a rather
With an umbrella?
Yeah.
yes, with an umbrella. To this day, the Weather Channel has never forgiven this show.
Way to go, Mike Mark.
I thought it was rather
It was
amusing.
very funny.
How often do you talk about funny things happening on the Weather Channel?
Yeah.
And it's usually horrific things like giraffes die from lightning strike.
Oh, I had that story. Did
no,
you
it's
see
too
that?
sad.
It's
Well, you
awful.
know, it's a wonder it doesn't happen more often.
Yeah, they're way up there, aren't
Yeah,
they?
Up there.
They are.
Come on, they're like the lightning rods of nature.
That's low-hanging fruit for a lightning bolt.
I was
They are nature's lightning
They're
rods.
nature's lightning rods.
sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, the jokes write themselves. I want to congratulate the 4,000 truckers listening right now who, as that was coming out of my mouth, went, "They're tall, they get hit by lightning." Isn't that sad? That's sad, though.
Yeah, this happened in Florida, Lion
I
Country
think-
Safari.
I think we're okay with giraffes, aren't we? I mean, we've got enough of them. We can afford to lose a couple.
Well, don't be cruel.
In the giraffe world,
cruel.
there is something known as acceptable losses.
No, this is nature. We can't do anything about this. I think we should put roofs on all over the Serengeti to protect the giraffes. Is that what we're going to do?
Did you see that? Actually, it's funny you mentioned this because I want to say last week we had a story
roofs.
about giraffe birth control.
Yeah, remember? Because April's going on birth control. April the giraffe. We remember we were all watching April. She was going to give birth live.
April gets pregnant.
Yeah,
with
and so they put her on birth control because she's had
She's
enough
a
calves.
somewhat of a whore.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
thinking.
had 3 calves, I think, since that
Yeah.
incident.
Trollop, Jezebel.
She likes the giraffe D.
Whatever
That'd be
you're,
weird if
whatever
she liked the
whatever you're drinking
rhinoceros.
over there, take it out. Just throw it in the
Look at that
wastebasket. or
D in the
sand.
giraffe V.
But that's a sad story. You don't want to.
Yeah, it was
You
sad.
can see that. And of course,
They
we
did.
had more
well,
gators in the news today.
What?
More gators.
yeah.
This time, gators versus cops.
Now, they rarely get struck by lightning because they're so low.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's very, very low.
Giraffes, by the way, they did die instantaneously.
Plus, they have
How do they know?
they have rubber.
They
on
did
their feet.
pathology on them.
I bet that's a smell, huh?
You watch those nature shows where the lions or the cheetahs attack the gazelles, and start eating them. You like that?
Occasion,
You watch that? Yeah.
I like a good nature show.
You ever root for the cheetah? It's like kind
yeah.
of rooting for the Yankees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That classic scene in the bad mob movies where the hitman's watching the nature channel. Yeah, I like that killing.
Now,
Okay, we
speaking
get
of
it.
sports,
Oh, sorry.
big sports story. The incredibly dominant American women's soccer team.
I don't know if this is. I mean,
13-0 or 13-1?
does this
They're
speak
being
to how good?
slammed.
Does this speak to how
13-0.
good our team is, or how bad Thailand
And
is?
poor Thailand was left crying while they're celebrating on the side of the
See,
field.
this is another
It was a
thing.
little
I say
much.
we
Hey,
protect
Would
Thailand.
you rather have women's soccer or napalm, Thailand?
Those are your options. Only those two.
Sometimes I wonder how early in the show can I ruin things. And
Wow.
I'm pretty proud of myself. 12 minutes in that earth.
Yeah,
done a
that's
couple
right.
of them
Count your
already.
blessings, Thailand.
We'll get back to that.
It was 13-0.
We have a lot to get to. The women's soccer team, they're amazing.
And the team for the HBO's Hard Knocks has been announced. We'll have that coming up.
Oh, really? Okay.
The Oakland Raiders and Coach John Gruden and Antonio Brown will be the featured team this season on HBO's Hard Knocks because
wow.
John Gruden is dreamy. There was a rumor that they were going to have the Raiders and the Redskins on at the same time, and brother versus brother. And then but they did too.
You got to be excited, Ace, your team.
It's another distraction.
That's exactly right. Actually, I was surprised. I'm surprised Ace takes this view, but yes, an informed football fan doesn't want their team.
Does the
on
team
Hard
get
Knocks
paid?
because it's a big distraction?
Do they get paid?
I don't know. You'd have to talk to HBO.
Just wondering.
I would imagine. So I bet the league gets paid, and they all share in the revenue.
But does the Raider organization get?
I don't know what
They should get
And
something.
if they get paid, what checks do the HBO use? The one with the city scenes on them, or
No.
rainbows, or
No.
Care Bears?
No, they've got Game of Thrones. They've got Game of
do they have
Thrones.
Game of
Care
Thrones
Bears.
checks?
I like that.
You like Care Bears checks?
Yeah.
You look like the kind of person who'd have rainbow Care Bear checks.
You know what? I don't. I have plain basic.
Do you still have checks?
I do.
Do you still have checks?
Yeah, I haven't written one in a long time, but
Yes, I do. Yeah,
they exist.
Mine are just the basic blue, whatever they, the normal looking.
Had to write 2 of them yesterday.
Uh-oh.
What the hell is that supposed to be?
Want to say hello to those of us paying quarterly.
Oh.
If you're wondering why I can't sit today,
Oh, by the way, I have to get some paperwork to you. You may be writing a third today.
bad timing.
Bad timing.
Oh, you need
Chick,
to pay.
got
Yes.
a Windbag here.
Go, baby, go.
This comes from Brian.
Do you want the music?
Sure.
Okay. Do you want to explain what the Windbag system and how it works?
Oh, boy.
Well,
If you don't care for something we've said, or you want to correct us, or you would just like to interject, please, by all means, send us a Windbag letter or voicemail.
How do you do that?
Using the Bob and Tom
a
app.
bitch.
you
Tom
can email
Grinding
us.
Halt Griswold.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Now, what language are you going to be speaking?
Dear Chip,
Chip!
Oh, already I love this
I've
letter.
been listening to your so-called sports report for the last 2
I
days.
can't argue with anything.
I realize that a highbrow sport like tennis is perhaps too complicated
This is a story about the French
for
Open. I'm coming across the
of your
counter.
ilk to
I
understand.
wondered why you didn't mention
No,
it too.
But the rest of us that aren't drooling imbeciles would enjoy hearing a bit more diversity in your, quote, sports reporting,
care-
unquote.
Believe we
But
talked about that off.
by all means, tell us more about what the Redskins' third-string linebacker had for breakfast this morning.
I think it changed the face of the defense. Reuben Foster recently
Hey,
injured. And-
that
I'm sorry.
Nadal team match
Who's
was
the-
amazing.
Brian,
Brian, the new vice president?
Absolutely,
of the
yeah.
Windbag
Watch the
Society.
Nadal. One per.
I watched it. I had
Ask
friends
Josh.
that
He just
watched
put out. He just put out his book on worldwide TV ratings. What was the French Open rating?
there were 17 people.
That's exactly right.
it. I disagree.
Next.
No, of course. Yes.
I'm sorry, where were we? HBO and the Raiders.
No, let's get back to this. Stupid world record.
Oh, I have some for you.
Japan's annual office chair Grand Prix.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And this guy's upset I'm not doing French Open material, but
This is something that everybody can relate to. You're sitting in your office, all of a sudden you start scooting around in your office chair, and they have a formal race. Let me see
office chair Grand Prix took place Sunday, June 9th.
Look at this picture. Look at this picture here.
Oh, yeah.
The
look at
city
that.
of Hanyu, oh, you're welcome, hosted the event that saw 55
ridiculous.
teams of 3 try to complete the most laps around the 200-meter, 656 feet course in 2 hours of watching people roll around on office chairs.
You know what's ironic? If you look at this picture, Kristi, you see all these dudes in these office chairs. By the way, most of them are wearing bicycle
Oh.
riding outfits.
Well, you don't want to fall out of your chair and hit your head.
No, they should require them to wear office clothing. Jacket and tie and.
I don't like I don't like this team of 3 that had the standing desks. They were just running. That's not fair, right?
And that leads to my point. All the spectators,
Yeah.
there are no chairs. Look, All the spectators are standing up.
That's because they took all the chairs to race with.
I guess, but the trick to this appears to be doing it backwards.
Oh, sure. Well, that's how you're
Yeah,
going to get the
you're
most
gonna
speed.
push.
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
It's better to push than to try
And
to
you don't
pull
get
yourself.
you don't
forward.
get to push the person
absolutely.
in the chair. The person in the chair has to
propel themselves.
propel themselves.
Of course, yeah.
This looks like a cool event.
Now, do they also have an event where
This looks like a cool event, is what he said.
where a person?
And I'd like to say, as paranoid as I am,
Yeah.
I'm proud to see these guys are all wearing bicycle helmets.
Well, sure, yeah. They want to be safe, don't you?
Yeah, that's my first thought here. There,
You could fall 2 feet to the ground.
When is this going to stop?
this is a good way to waste time in the job.
These sorts of stories.
They're never.
Is there an ancillary sport let's say there's all-star games. They have these other the skills competitions. They should have other office skills competitions.
Like?
Sitting in your chair, spinning. You can just propel yourself once and see how many rotations you get.
Now I'll tell you what.
All me.
We have
All
a
me.
we
Oh,
have
here
a
you go.
we have little place we could do.
3.
You guys could each do a lap and we could
4,
time you.
Are you dizzy already?
5.
Okay, Josh. Instead of doing that, let's do their competition. We have a small
I'm out.
circular area here.
Yeah.
But we can't really do this today because all the stuff from the performance room is all in the
Here's-
Well,
hallway.
that obstacles make it more
It's
interesting.
gonna be that's like an obstacle.
Here's
course.
what's going to happen.
We can be
Put-
timed.
You're going to push yourself backwards, and we don't have helmets, so we're going to fall backwards and hit our head and die of a concussion. Is that what you want?
Not dying. Maybe laid up for a few weeks. Be the way to go.
Time me.
Okay.
God.
Josh, wait a minute. Hey, wait.
You're
Ready?
gonna hurt yourself.
Okay. As you go, can you make it around?
Yeah.
Okay. Go. No, we have time. Go ahead. I'll start the clock. Ready? Now you have to get back to your seat.
Okay. Do I have to put the headphones back on?
No.
Okay, now toward Mark's studio, there's like a whole bunch of stuff in the hallway. So be
Right.
careful.
There's a
I
lot
want you
of
to know
stuff
that I've
out
already
there.
hurt my leg.
I hurt my arm pointing to where Mark's studio is.
So
I
there's
would
a little.
participate, but my feet don't
There's
reach
a
the ground.
circular area that you can. Okay.
This
Dean,
is. I'm going to go on record, and you know me. I'm Mr. Impromptu. This is a bad idea.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Josh, you can circle the little inner
Yes.
core of our little building
Shouldn't we
here.
have some music while he's going like that?
And I've got a timer on my desk here.
Okay.
They gotta time it.
You time him, Ace. And let's see, I got to find the proper
He's going to
music.
start from his spot or start at
No,
the door?
he's got to start from his
How about in
spot.
honor of
And I have
game?
to come back to the spot?
No, I think he should start
St.
at the
Louis
door.
Blues song is 2 minutes 14 seconds.
Oh, no, don't ruin it for everybody.
If he starts at the
All right, start at the door.
door, then
Start
we can.
Once again,
all
we're trying
right.
to
Start at the door.
we're trying to participate in Japan's office chair Grand Prix. You kick your chair backwards.
See? Yeah.
And,
Oh,
and by
yeah.
the way,
See?
we're auditioning new office chairs this week.
Oh, good.
Yeah, although, boy, those are expensive.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
they're very expensive. But
now,
you got to
ready?
get the nice ones.
I got
I'm going to start St. Louis Blues. It's 2
No, I
minutes
hate
14
that
seconds.
song.
Well,
Don't do
you're going to have
that.
to live with it. Oh, yakety
Here we go.
sax.
I've got
There you go.
yakety sax.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. When Ace, do you want to say go since you got the timer?
Ready, set, go.
Okay. Josh has just scooted down the hallway
Man, I hope this is
out
on
of the
Facebook.
Napa Auto Parts Studios,
Turning around by the studio where all the...
and we have a couple camera guys out there.
Yeah,
He's coming
can't
back.
take that long.
Well, there's a file
Oh, he's already
cabinet that has
back.
to go around.
He's already back.
He's
Here
back.
comes.
He hits the
Here he
wall.
is. Oh,
He
missed
hits the
door.
wall in turn 4. He's back.
Boom.
How much?
21 seconds.
21
Nice.
seconds.
That was very good. Very good. He did hit the wall in turn 4, but
Yeah, he did.
he.
You gonna try
he
it?
didn't
Well,
pull a
somebody
J.R.
else has to.
Hildebrand. He still
I'm
won.
telling you, I don't know why, but I'm getting sick to my stomach thinking about falling over and hitting my
I
head.
can't because my feet don't reach the ground. I
Well,
can.
lower your chair and try.
I never. Yeah, just a second. I never once was
Kristi.
I never once was afraid of falling backwards.
Okay, now,
Really?
Kristi,
It didn't feel like I was going
can
to.
you lower your chair so your feet hit the ground a little bit better? Once again, this is the office chair Olympic participation sport. You can do this in your office.
She's like a live Barbie. She's like 2 feet tall.
Okay, there you know.
Oh,
she's
there you go,
low.
yeah.
There you go.
There
Now
you
you're way
go.
down.
Yeah, here we go.
All right. Now,
Yes.
Ace, are you ready to time Kristi? Is she? Once again, you push your office chair backwards where she's doing a lap.
Oh, she's ready.
Okay, you say when, Ace.
Ready, set, go.
Kristi is off.
I
Oh,
almost ran into the printer.
yeah. Well, there's a Xerox machine there, and there's a big file cap.
He's around the turn.
Something went wrong there.
He's on the
She's
back.
around turn 1.
She's on the back stretch.
Okay, is she in the clubhouse turn here? Okay, she's coming into the.
Down the stretch.
There she comes around the corner. Uh-oh, not looking good. She must have hit an obstacle. There she goes. Oh, no.
Oh, she slams into the door jamb.
What was it, Ace?
25.
Yeah!
4 seconds.
Josh remains the king. Well, this has been very exciting.
I got to try to do what the unheard of, the under 20-second lap. But
The Roger Bannister.
No, it's Ari Lyondike.
Jim Ryan.
The great Ari Lyondike, Senior, the elder, of course, has the record for the fastest inter-office lap on a chair. You
That
okay,
would have been a
Kristi?
lot easier if there weren't all those
You're
obstacles.
gonna have to
Lot
put your
of
chair
obstacles.
back up. I can't see you anymore over the top of the monitor. The beauty of this is that Japan has embraced having fun at the office by having an official contest with 300 plus participants. Oh, did you read this part?
What?
The prize?
No, what's the prize?
What do you think the prize was for winning this 2-hour marathon of
Ramen noodles.
close?
No.
90
Takeout? Food takeout?
90 kilograms of local rice.
Oh, jeez.
wow.
Are you kidding me?
No,
That sounds like a joke.
that's 198 pounds in American.
God.
There you
no,
go.
thank you.
Well, but it's a big event. We'll get more on this, but we have also some other legit sports coming up.
Yeah, more sports. Umpire gets hit in the head with a bat.
And we have a great world record today that you're not going to poo-poo.
Yeah.
I hope.